This painting was started and completed today, the 29th anniversary of my mother's funeral, which I conducted in person. It was a private funeral in a London cemetery with only 2 other people present. My wife and my mother's husband. It was a very sorrowful occasion, and the music was Ave Maria, which she would have very much appreciated. Thanks my painting of that occasion in acrylic, which I hardly ever employ. Something like this I would normally do in oils, but I wanted to somehow distance myself from the oil effect, and went for the acrylic on card or cardboard or hardboard. What is it? It's cardboard, I think. Very, very stiff though. And I don't know. I just felt this will work, if anything will. My mother was a very soft person. She was not dissimilar to the saint on whose feast day her funeral took place, Saint Teresa of Avila, the Spanish mystic. And time had already stopped on that previous saint's day, Teresa of Lisieux, when not long after 5 in the evening she passed away. I visited her in the crypt where she lay, in the gardens of the undertakers, where they had a special chapel set aside privately, surrounded by greenery, quite old looking, Victorian looking actually. And accompanied by my wife, I visited her, and each time removed the lid, sometimes putting things inside the coffin like a rosary or some such thing. And the astonishing thing was that throughout all that time, and don't forget this was a good while after she had died, the funeral took place at an extraordinary distance from her passing away. She looked as she did in life, radiant and incorrupt. In fact, there was a lovely smell of flowers. And when we finally screwed the lid down, the next occasion would be collecting her fragile and small body and resting it on the bier in the hearse. The journey, though not long, to the cemetery seemed strangely out of time, curiously so. And when it fell upon me to conduct that lone service with just my father and my wife in attendance. I knew this was the last moment in which to remember her in corporeal form. And as Ave Maria, sung by Mario Lanza, her favourite, played, the coffin was taken behind the curtains, awaiting its next destination. It seems a morbid subject, but I felt compelled today to paint my feelings and express them in acrylic. And I have titled the picture "The Funeral." Eight years later, my father died, and I conducted his funeral. My wife and dear friend Diana were in attendance. And subsequent to that funeral, Diana died earlier this century, and I conducted her funeral. I feel certain that we shall all meet again. Until that time, I shall continue with my art, music, and other expressive avenues. Notwithstanding prayer for the dead.